Japanese fans are next level. It goes way beyond having a favorite singer or actor. It's a lifestyle. Today, we're diving into the world of Oshikatsu. It's the driving force behind billion-dollar industries, the reason for massive sold-out concerts, and the source of incredible community for millions. It has a fun side, but it also has a dark side. Let's break it down. First, what is Oshikatsu? The literal translation is fandom activities, or activities to support one's favorite. But as usual, the Japanese phrase holds much more nuance than a simple English translation can give. We need to break it down into two parts. First, you have Oshi. This is your favorite person, character, or idol. The original meaning of Oshi is something you'd recommend to others. It's not just your personal preference, it's a form of enthusiastic endorsement. Your Oshi is someone you're proud to support and you want everyone else to love them too. Then you have katsu, which is short for katsudo, meaning activities. Put it together, and Oshikatsu means engaging in specific, meaningful activities to show your love and support for that one favorite person or thing. It's a fundamental concept in modern Japanese culture, encompassing everything from J-pop and K-pop to anime, VTubers, actors, voice actors, mascots, and even characters in games. It's an umbrella term for a passionate lifestyle. I've done a deep dive and I've identified 4 main pillars of the Oshikatsu lifestyle, and trust me, they go way deeper than you might expect. Part 1, the live experience, attending events. The first pillar is the most exhilarating, attending concerts or events. There's simply no substitute for the live energy of a fan meetup or a concert. In Japan, these events are highly choreographed, not just by the performers, but by the audience itself. And we've all seen rock concerts where everyone holds up their phone and waves them in sync. But for idol groups, the colors are coordinated. When your Oshi comes on stage, or when a specific song is played, the entire stadium shifts to the same color. The whole audience mirrors the dance performed on stage. This collective, unified flash of color and movement is a powerful, nonverbal declaration of love and support. But it's not just concerts. It includes everything from small meetups, common for idol groups, to massive conventions like Comiket or special movie premieres. Fans will travel across the country, often spending significant amounts of money on train tickets and hotels, traveling to be in the same physical space as their Oshi, even for a few hours. The effort itself is part of the dedication. One band that has a cult following is the Crazy Ken Band. Fans will travel from all over Japan to see a concert in Tokyo. They'll even spend their vacation time going to an invitation-only event just to catch a glimpse of Crazy Ken. I've attended one of their concerts, and believe me, it was an intense experience. The energy you draw from the shared experience is crucial. It's a moment where you're completely surrounded by people who understand and share your singular passion. It validates your feelings and deepens your connection, not just to your Oshi, but to the fan community as well. Pillar 2, material support and merch, buying collectibles. Now let's talk about the economic engine of Oshikatsu. This is where support becomes tangible. For an Oshi, especially idols or VTubers, merchandise sales are a direct measure of their popularity and worth. Buying merch is rarely just about getting a product you need. It's an investment in the Oshi's career and a ritual of devotion. You're not just buying a CD or a picture, you're casting a vote in a popularity contest. You're not just buying a t-shirt, you're buying an item that connects you to the live experience. And once you have enough merch, you need an Oshi Dana, literally Oshi shelf. It's the dedicated, often elaborate shrine you create in your own home. It's filled with figurines, plushies, photos, and sometimes even a birthday cake for your Oshi on their special day, even though they'll never see it. And let's not forget the fun, chaotic nature of random item purchases. Buying a dozen mystery boxes just to get that one elusive version of your Oshi's character is a core part of the thrill. It's the high-stakes gamble that drives deep commitment. It's a deep, complicated mix of consumerism, emotional fulfillment, and financial support. Pillar 3, the sacred pilgrimage, Seichi Junrei. This is arguably the most unique and culturally deep aspect of Oshikatsu, visiting locations related to your Oshi. While the term Junrei traditionally refers to visiting temples or shrines, fans have co-opted it for their fandom activities. It's an acknowledgement that the location tied to your Oshi, whether a film location, the hometown of an idol, or the backdrop of a famous anime scene, have taken an almost spiritual significance. And the purpose is not just tourism, it's about immersion. By making the pilgrimage, you're literally walking the same ground as your favorite characters, breathing the same air. You're connecting to the source material in a deeper, more emotional way than if you had just watched a movie. This form of Oshikatsu can have a huge positive impact on local economies. Small towns that might otherwise be forgotten can suddenly become boom towns overnight simply because they were featured in a popular anime or drama. If you're a fan of Your Name, you'll want to visit Hida Furukawa Station in Gifu Prefecture. Fans of Love Live Sunshine will make the pilgrimage to Namazu City in Shizuoka Prefecture, where the local community has embraced tourism related to the anime. There are even special stamp rallies to welcome the pilgrims. Visitors take a special book around and get stamps at various locations. They have to collect them all, or they don't feel like they've completed the journey. It's a beautiful demonstration of how pop culture can revitalize otherwise forgotten towns, turning an ordinary train stop or cafe into a landmark of incredible importance. Pillar 4. Digital fandom and community, social media. The final pillar, and the most accessible, is sharing information and connecting with other fans on social media. This is the vital communication hub for the entire Oshikatsu structure. This includes the active, sometimes tireless work of fandom. It's the dedicated fans who translate interviews, create subtitles of live streams, manage fan accounts, and organize digital promotions. They are the content creators who extend the life and the reach of the Oshi beyond their official output. But the most important part here is the tsunagari, the connection. Finding people who share your passion creates a profound sense of belonging. The internet allows you to instantly find your tribe. You can coordinate live attendance, share merch tips, and even find tickets to events. Of course, among fans, etiquette is key. There's an unspoken code of conduct around supporting the Oshi respectfully, respecting their privacy, especially during Seichi Junrei, and being considerate of fellow fans. The community polices itself to ensure the culture remains positive. Now, those are the 4 pillars: the electric live events, the merch, the pilgrimage, and connecting with the digital community. But why do people get involved in Oshikatsu in the first place? The psychology of the Oshi. Why does Oshikatsu reach this level of insanity? It's important to understand the psychology behind the Oshi relationship, especially in the context of Japanese society. For many, the Oshi is a source of pure, uncomplicated joy. Life, especially in modern urban settings, can be demanding and stressful. Oshikatsu provides a necessary escape and a healthy outlet for this intense positive emotion. Having a bad day at work? No problem. There's an event next week. If you have something to look forward to, you can overcome anything. And fans often project aspirations onto their Oshi. You watch them work hard, overcome obstacles, and grow, and that success becomes a source of motivation for your own life. If she can do it, so can I. You're not just a passive consumer. You feel like an active participant in the journey. This is particularly true for idols who often start very young and are heavily promoted by talent agencies. The fans' commitment is a response to the idol's visible effort. Fan support helps them realize their dreams, giving everyone a powerful feeling of accomplishment. And if you watch a Japanese idol group, you sometimes notice not everyone's a perfect singer or dancer. Management groups intentionally use idols like this because it makes fans want to cheer them on. Oshikatsu, the broader economic impact. Oshikatsu is not just a subculture, it's a massive economic force. The Oshi market drives the economy. The total annual spending associated with Oshikatsu is estimated to be approximately 3.5 trillion yen per year, almost $23 billion. That's roughly the GDP of the Bahamas. The objects of Oshikatsu have diversified wildly. It's no longer just male and female pop idols. You see massive Oshikatsu surrounding virtual YouTubers or VTubers, where fans spent astronomical amounts on super chats and specialized goods to support their digital persona. All I ask for is that you hit the like button. The broadening of the Oshi definition shows that the core human need to admire, to support, and belong is universal. Whether your Oshi is a human singer or a digital character, the emotional investment and the katsu activity remain the same. Advanced Oshikatsu, going the extra mile. Let's briefly touch on some of the more advanced, dedicated forms of Oshikatsu that truly show the depth of fan passion. Advertising and birthdays. It's now common for dedicated fan communities to pool funds to buy an official birthday ad for their Oshi in a subway station, famous crosswalks like the Shibuya Scramble, or even digital billboards. This is a huge, expensive project coordinated entirely by fans, crowdfunded. They give their Oshi a massive public display of support. And it's not just about spending money. Fans put in hours of dedication making incredible fan art, writing fan fiction, and even creating elaborate cosplay outfits. These creative acts sustain the fandom and provide new, high-quality content that keeps the community engaged between official releases. All this work, the money, the time, the creative energy, is often done with zero expectation of personal reward from the Oshi themselves. The reward is the shared joy of the community, the pride in the Oshi's success, and the simple fact that having a passion gives you shape and meaning in life. Joy to the world. The beautiful thing about having an Oshi is that it brings a lot of joy to the fan's life. The dopamine hit is similar to falling in love. And if their Oshi succeeds, they feel proud as well. It's like when your team wins the World Cup. But Oshikatsu can have a dark side. Financial burden and addiction, excessive spending. The cost of buying merchandise, attending events, sending super chats or gifts, and paying fan club fees can accumulate, leading to a significant financial burden. Surveys indicate that about 40 to 50% of fans feel that they're actually spending a little bit too much on their Oshi. And if younger fans spend too much of their disposable income, they can quickly experience what's called Oshi poverty or Oshi bimbo. Mental and psychological issues, escapism, and isolation. Individuals who have weak real-life social connections may become overly absorbed in the parasocial, one-sided relationship with their Oshi. They start to believe that they're real-life friends because I've learned so much about her. Some guys even think that if they could just meet her in real life, she'd see how much he loves her and they can run away together. But there's a gap between fantasy and reality, and falling into that gap can be painful. If an Oshi is involved in a scandal, fans can experience severe shock and anger, depression. They feel let down. They can turn on their Oshi and start to harass them online. Stalking and violent incidents. If a fan develops an excessive romantic attachment or possessiveness toward their Oshi, it can escalate into stalking behavior. There have even been violent incidents during live streams or at live events. As you can see, the Oshi doesn't have it easy. They usually have to hide their private life from their fans. Female idols have to follow strict rules, such as the no dating policy. This is a commercial strategy that encourages fans to cling onto the fantasy that someday they might have a chance with her. This also leads to severe suppression of the idol's personal life and intense public backlash if people find out they're in a relationship. Many social media influencers lose fans when they include their boyfriend or girlfriend in a post. There are even some married influencers who hide the fact that they're married because they're afraid of backlash from fans. In the end, Oshikatsu is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle, a commitment to supporting the source of your happiness. It's about building a community, finding an outlet, and actively participating in something bigger than yourself. Now I want to hear from you. What is your Oshi? What's the most extreme Oshikatsu you've ever done? Tell me in the comments below.